with Shebrew royalty. Features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew royalty. Tea Time with Shebrew royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew royalty. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, temperance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
There it is. Shalom, shalom. Hello, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, Sister Habkarad, you are here. Of course you are here. Of course you are. All praises to the Most High. Oh my goodness, we are back. We are back. Oh my goodness, please. As you come in, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We've been gone for a couple of weeks, so please remind others just in case they did not get the notification. Oh, the water, sis. The water. Thank you so much. The water. All praises to the Most High. All praises. I am ready. I am back in full force. I needed that break. I needed that rest. And I am back. And I hope that you all took advantage of the couple of weeks that we were out to do something fun on your Sunday. Not that this isn't fun, but something else. Something else. I needed that break. That's all I have to say. And I am so happy to be back. I am just glad to be back after getting that little mini vacay. So let's get this Shebrew royalty party started. All right. So let's jump right back into where we left off, right? We always have to give the Most High his props, right? So let's give a huge shout out. You know what? Let me get that little clapping sound here. Let me find that little clapping sound. We've got to give a round of applause. There we go. A double round of applause. Let's one more time. There we go. All praises to the Most High for bringing us back another Sunday, right? So all praises to the Almighty, AHAYAH, ASHAR, AHAYAH, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews. I am that I am, his name. And in the name of his son, YASHAYA HaMashiach, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, and the RAWACH QADASH, the Holy Spirit. So we thank our Godhead for protecting us over these past couple of weeks and bringing us back safely today for another episode of Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So I'm your hostess, Kuala Yakaka, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today, for coming back and spending time with me again. It is just so good. Welcome back after our 2 weeks of being gone. So talk to me. How was your mini vacay? Sister Kita, good to see you. Shalom. Shalom. Yeah, how was your mini vacay? Tell me, did y'all do anything fun on the Sundays that we did not meet? What was going on during this time that we weren't together? But I just pray that you all had a blessed, productive, restful couple of weeks. And definitely the Shabbat. So I know everyone had an amazing Shabbat. We always do. No question about that. Shalom, Aquat Sierra. Shalom, my regal royal sister. So good to see you. Sister Habkarad said was pretty busy, had family over. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are busy times, usually when family visit. Yes. But how amazing is that? How wonderful is that to have family over? Fantastic. Yay. Yeah, but praise the Most High for bringing us back for another Sunday. So let's get these disclaimers out of the way and let's jump right into this show. So before moving forward in this discussion, let me, just put this out there that Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And we certainly understand. It just can't be everybody's cup of tea, right? But if you happen upon this channel and you realize that you don't agree with our beliefs, our lifestyle, or what have you, we strongly encourage you to just continue to search YouTube until you find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor, because you owe that to yourself, right? What we do ask is that you not leave any derogatory comments, any statements in the comment box, because that would be distasteful. So we thank you in advance and we wish you well on your search. However, if you're not quite sure, just stick around and see if we happen to be your cup of tea after all, right? So we encourage you to just join us on these Sundays, and where we're just learning so much together. All right. So also, although I am a retired but still licensed physician assistant, functional nutrition informed professional, CPR and BLS and wilderness first aid instructor, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness on my broadcasts, we will not be utilizing this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any medical problems, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are the views of myself or my guests, and not those of any particular church or organization. Some videos and materials may feature foods, herbal teas, nutritional supplements, and skin or hair care products offered through Shebrew Royalty LLC. These products are not evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Results may vary, and individuals with allergies, underlying health conditions, or who are pregnant or nursing should consult a qualified health professional before using any product or adopting any wellness recommendation shared on this platform or the Shebrew Royalty LLC website. By watching this channel, you acknowledge and agree that you do so at your own risk. The creators, guests, and affiliates of this channel are not liable for any injury, loss, or damage allegedly arising from any information, suggestions, or practices shared here. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, let's jump into our featured products, because every week we do this. Whenever we come together, I take you all over to the website so you can see what we are featuring, right? So usually it's from our Shebrew Royalty Temple Treasures or Hebrew Royalty product line. We have so many to choose from, but we have some collections now. You guys have been asking me, or should I say you ladies have been asking me to, get some collections together. Hey, Sister Althea, there's my big sis. Welcome, good to see you. Welcome. How's life out there in the Carolinas? Good to see you. Yeah, so we now have collections, and I'm slowly building these collections. Why? Because I just don't want to throw some things together. These collections, they have to come together to work synergistically. Every single individual product come together in these collections to accomplish a specific either it's a beauty reason or some form of wellness. So during the last couple of shows, I presented our very first 2 collections. So if you missed those, you may want to check out the last couple of shows, and also ShebrewRoyalty.com, because you will also find these collections on the website. And I'm so excited about the route that we're taking, because we have so many individual products, right? But really, when you think about it, when you look at some of these products, how they go together really well when you put them together to accomplish whatever, like I said, whatever it is that we're trying to achieve, whether it's skincare, whether it's pain, muscle relaxation, whether it's hair care. So we're putting these products together and having them work together synergistically. And when you buy them together as a collection, as a package, you also save money. You save money by doing that. So let's talk about tonight's featured product. This is from our new Temple Healing Apothecary. And this is our Royal Apothecary Experiences collection. I know it's a mouthful. However, tonight's featured product, and I call it a product, right? Although there are 4 products that come together, this is considered one product because it is sold as a package, as a collection. And this is the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience. He said it's been a nice weekend. It's cooled down a lot due to plenty of rain. Oh my goodness. Well, that's good. That's good. We're getting the heat over here. We are getting the heat over here in Texas. I don't know what's going on in California. Talk to me, you Californians over there. How's the weather out there? It's hot out here. It's hot. But what else do we expect? We are in Texas. So let us talk about the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience. And that should be no surprise, right? Considering what we are talking about tonight. So this flows right into our show for tonight. So we want you to reveal your radiance from within. So you know what? Let me take you over to the website and introduce you as I talk about this product, because I can show you better than I can tell you, right? So let us go over here. Let's see, where am I? ShebrewRoyalty.com. ShebrewRoyalty.com. Sisters, and here is our Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience. So, healthy, radiant skin begins from the inside, correct? We've talked about that. We've talked about cleaning up the gut. And, once you start cleaning up the gut, and getting our hormones in check and all of that, we start to glow from the inside out, right? So the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience, it's a luxurious 4-step botanical self-care experience, thoughtfully created to nourish melanated skin from the inside out, combining antioxidant-rich herbal tea with handcrafted botanical skincare. This experience helps to support a healthy complexion while gently exfoliating, deeply moisturizing, and enhancing your skin's natural glow. Whether you're creating a weekly self-care ritual or investing in long-term skin wellness, each product has been intentionally formulated to work in harmony, revealing the beauty that already exists within. So let's talk about this experience here. We're going to go through each product. Here we go. Because tonight we're going to cover 2 bases at the same time: our cup of tea segment and our featured product. Because in this collection, there's also a tea, which will be featured tonight. So tonight's cup of tea happens to be part of this featured collection. And this is the Melanin Majesty Glow Tea. The Melanin Majesty Glow Tea. Look at that. Look at that. And I am going to show you my cup of tea in just a minute, right? Because beauty begins within. It begins within. So this tea is a nourishing botanical herbal tea that's crafted to support healthy skin through hydration and antioxidant-rich herbs. This tea is naturally caffeine-free. It's a blend that helps promote overall wellness while encouraging a healthy, radiant complexion from within. And the benefits are, it supports healthy skin from the inside out. It's rich in naturally occurring antioxidants. Let's go to the back label here. The back label gives all of the ingredients. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we'll go over the ingredients in just a few minutes. It helps to combat oxidative stress. It promotes hydration and overall wellness, supports collagen-friendly nutrition, and it encourages a naturally healthy glow. So more about this tea in a few minutes when I roll over to my cup of tea tonight. The next item is our Melanin Majesty Face Scrub. Melanin Majesty Face Scrub. So this is a gentle botanical facial exfoliant which combines manuka honey, turmeric, moringa, nourishing oils, and organic brown sugar to buff away dull surface skin while helping to reveal a smoother, brighter complexion without over drying. The benefits are it gently exfoliates dead skin cells, it smooths uneven skin texture, helps brighten dull-looking skin, leave the skin soft and refreshed, supports a healthy, radiant complexion, and nourishes with botanical oils and honey. And it really is delicious. You're not supposed to eat it. However, whenever I use this facial scrub, it always ends up in my mouth. And it really is delicious. And the beauty of this is that it will not harm you, because every single thing in our products are natural, organic. You're not going to find any chemicals in here. Every single thing. I mean, manuka honey, turmeric, moringa, oils, nourishing oils, organic brown sugar. I mean, come on. So yeah, it's edible. It's just not meant to be eaten. So that is, here we go. All of the ingredients on the back right here. That is our Melanin Majesty Face Scrub. Now the next, this is the third item that's in our collection. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. It's the Melanated Sugar and Spice Body Scrub. Has anyone out there tried this body scrub? My goodness gracious. I am telling you something. My routine, honestly, on Shabbat mornings is my face scrub, my face scrub, Melanin Majesty, and my Melanated Sugar and Spice Body Scrub. On Shabbat mornings, this is how I just prepare for Shabbat. And my skin, oh my goodness, my skin looks and feels so radiant. I'm not kidding y'all. I really am not kidding y'all. So if you have not tried this, what is going on? No. Did that pop up on your side? Ask about, did I want this app to make changes to my computer? Did that pop up on your end, y'all? Let me see. Let me talk to y'all out here. Okay, let me go in. I was so busy on the other side reading this stuff, but let me see what y'all is saying here. Let me see what y'all is saying. Let's see. Yep. Y'all are rolling tonight. Is that Sister Jeanette? Sister Jeanette, Shalom, sis. Shalom, sis. So good to see you. Oh my goodness. Sister Paula, you are here. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Oh, sis, which one do you have to get some beautiful colloquy? Aqua Sierra. You say you got to get me some of that. Some of what? All of it. You got to get some of all of it. Sister Zion, yummy, love it. Yes. Yeah, you said these products are so amazing. The smell of them, you feel like you can eat them. Seriously, I have to keep telling Sister Diane, no, sis, don't eat the body butter. Don't eat it. Oh, you guys didn't see it. Yeah, this thing just popped up on my screen that said, do I want this app to make changes to my computer? No, I don't. I do not. I don't even know what app it was talking about. So anywho, let's keep it moving. Let's get back to the business at hand here. So the Melanated Sugar and Spice Body Scrub. It's the tagline, smooth, soften, renew. It's an indulgent body polish. I mean, it's not just a scrub, but once you scrub, it also polishes because of the oils, the the olive oil that's in there. It is so good. Cold pressed olive oil, organic, crafted with botanical oils, natural exfoliants, and warming botanicals that gently remove dry, rough skin while leaving your body feeling incredibly soft, silky, and beautifully conditioned. The benefits are it gently exfoliates rough, dry skin, it promotes softer, smoother skin texture, helps improve the appearance of dull skin, encourages healthy looking skin renewal, leaves the skin silky and refreshed. No joke. And it prepares the skin for maximum moisturization. And why is that? Why does it need to prepare the skin for maximum moisturization? Right? Here's all of the ingredients and everything on the back, how to use it. And what I recommend with the body scrub, because it has oils in it, if you're using this in the shower, which is what I do, be very careful getting out of the shower or standing in the shower, just because there's oils in there and the shower can actually get pretty slippery. So just be super careful and be sure to wash that tub out right after to get rid of all those oils. But that oil on your skin is, yeah, your skin is going to really love you when you treat it with this melanated sugar and spice body scrub. So now that you have prepared your skin for maximum moisturization, what is the next step? What is the next step? The next step is the moisturization, of course. The Melanin Majesty Body Butter. Oh my goodness. Nourish, restore, glow. This is a rich, creamy botanical butter. And it's made with botanical butters and nourishing plant oils. Just look at the list on the back of these the ingredients. All good stuff. They melt into the skin to deliver lasting hydration while helping restore softness, elasticity, and a beautiful natural glow. I get so many compliments, all praises to the Most High, on these body butters because they really are luxurious. Once you've tried these butters, you really don't want to go out there and purchase that stuff in the store. You don't want to go out and purchase that stuff in the store because you don't know what you're getting. You look on the back of those of the label, and you see all these names that you can't pronounce, and it's just incredible. Who needs to go into a lab and whip up all kinds of synthetic ingredients to put on your body when you can get the real deal from nature, from what the Most High created? He created all of these things for us to use for our health and our wellness. So let's utilize them. So the benefits: deeply hydrates dry skin, helps strengthen the skin's moisture barrier, soften rough areas, supports supple, healthy looking skin, leaves a luxurious, non-greasy finish, and enhances the skin's natural radiance. So all of these four items, these four products come together to just enhance your skin. So you start by sipping, nourish your skin from within with a comforting cup of Melanin Majesty Glow Tea. Then you polish, gently exfoliate your face with the Melanin Majesty Face Scrub to reveal fresh, radiant skin. Renew, smooth, and revitalize your body with the melanated sugar and spice body scrub, leaving skin silky soft and then glow. Glow. Seal in lasting hydration with the luxurious Melanin Majesty body butter for beautifully nourished, radiant skin. And there's all the information right here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Why? Because you get a lot. You get a lot. So individually, if you purchase these products individually, that will be $125. The whole experience, the price is $110 to purchase everything at once. So you save $15, when you experience the complete collection. And I'm telling you, it's so worth it. It is just so worth it. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm not just saying this, right? So I am back. So this experience, because that's what it is. That's what it boils down to. It's just a whole experience. It's just a whole experience, right? It's the Melanin Majesty Glow Tea, the Melanin Majesty Face Scrub, the Melanated Sugar and Spice Body Scrub, the Melanin Majesty Body Butter. So this, the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience celebrates the beauty of melanated skin through intentional botanical care by combining antioxidant-rich herbal wellness with luxurious handcrafted skincare. This experience nourishes the body from within while revealing the healthy, radiant glow that reflects confidence, wellness, and the beauty of the Most High's intentional design. We were intentionally designed by the Most High. Every product is handcrafted in small batches using premium botanical ingredients to honor your journey toward inner healing and outer beauty. So that is our featured product of the night, sisters. What did y'all think about that? Let's see. Y'all chatting it up out here. Let's see what you say, what you're saying. Sister Kita says, yes, these products are so, let's see. Sister Zion says, LOL, yes, these products are so amazing. Smell of them. You feel like you can eat them. Yes. Sister Kita said, no. Okay, you didn't see it. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Sister Paula said, thank you, Sister. Ayanda Bar says, Sister Althea said, a window popped up on mine saying the site is outdated. What site is outdated? Do I want to update it now? I shut it down and came back into it. That's crazy. That is crazy. What games are they playing? What kind of games are being played on us? Are we being punked right now? Are we being punked? Y'all think so? With these silly pop-ups? Sister Hapkara says, oh my OMG Khan, they are. Yeah, exactly. Sister Zan says, exactly. So good. I also put it on my face. Amen. Sister Habkarat said, I haven't used anything else since I began using these. All praises to the Most High, sis. Neither have I. I have no reason to go into any store and buy anything to put on my skin. I just don't. Zero reason. And suddenly, on my end, it looks like looks kind of dark. Is it kind of dark? Yeah, it looks kind of dark on one cam. Let's see. Hold on just a second. No, I think it's okay. I'm just going to leave it as is. the light in. It looks like the lighting is a bit off, but I don't want to poke the bear. So I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. So sisters, let us talk about the cup of tea. What is your cup of tea tonight? Sister Paula says the Most High always tells me don't look at things as strange. It's just what they do. That's true, sis. That is so true. That's what they do. It's strange to us because we don't function that way, but to them that's normal. That's normal. So yeah, but think it not strange. That's what we've been told. Yeah. So the water for that reminder. So sisters, what is your cup of tea tonight? Talk to me. What are you sipping on tonight? Because I really want to talk to you about this cup of tea that I have. But I want to give you all the floor first to introduce me to what you are having tonight. What are you having tonight? Let's talk. My goodness gracious. You have 2 head shadows. I have 2 head shadows. That's true. That's right. I am having a shadow there. You are so correct. Let me see if I can get rid of these extra heads. This is so bizarre. Let me see if it's a light in. It's still looks like it's still showing 2-headed shadows. Yeah, I oh my gosh, y'all are so right. I don't know what's going on. I thought it might be the light. Let me try one more thing. Nope, that's just it's just a brighter shadow. Ignore the 2-headed shadows. Let's just ignore them. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Yeah, it's a distraction. Let's see. Sister Kita says, I'm getting ready to have some fenugreek. Awesome. And Sister Paula says, I'm drinking dandelion tea from out of my garden. Sis, we really have to talk about that dandelion tea. Please remember to call me if I don't call you this upcoming week. Because you've got that tea going on over there, sis. You've got it going on with that dandelion tea, and we need to have a conversation about that. Khan, she said it's just distraction, sister. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I am not going to worry about it. It is a distraction, so let's forget that. So, first of all, there's just so much to say about this tea that I'm having. First of all, this is its first appearance on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So welcome to this tea. This tea, oh my gosh, as previously mentioned, is the Melanin Majesty Glow Tea. It is the first of the 4 steps in the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience collection. And what a way to start the collection, this tea. So this tea, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's a naturally caffeine-free herbal blend that's crafted to nourish the skin from within. It supports antioxidant defenses, it promotes healthy circulation, and encourages a vibrant, healthy-looking complexion. So here are the ingredients: organic hibiscus flowers, organic rooibos. That's such a strange word. ROOIBOS, rooibos tea, organic rose hips, organic nettle leaves, organic calendula flowers, organic lemon peel, ginger root, organic rose petals, and holy basil, tulsi. I mean, this tea is packed with so much goodness to support the skin. So let's talk about the hibiscus. Oh, Sister Sarah. Oh, the Olivia, yes, rubies. Oh, you pronounce it as rubies. As rubies. Okay. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Yes. As a matter of fact, sis, I don't know if you recall, but you are the one that actually introduced me to rubies back when I was in California. You did. You introduced me to this tea. And now it's become part of my routine. It's now in this has become one of my favorite blends, actually. Yes, it's so absolutely delicious. You said, Sister Paula says, and what has been given to me, dandelion tea I made today. I need to lose 10 pounds. Sis, you've already lost so much. Oh my goodness. But you know what you need to do? Oh, Sister Jeanette. Okay, at first I thought you was Sister Jeanette. And then I looked from here, your picture looks so much like Sister Sarah's. I was like, did I get it wrong originally? So, pardon me, sis. Yeah, Sister Jeanette. The laptop that I'm reading off of is a distance away, so I'm really straining to see. So yes, the water says so rubies. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits of this tea. Let's start with the hibiscus. The hibiscus is rich in anthocyanin. These are antioxidants. It supports healthy circulation. And of course, look at that beautiful ruby color that comes from the hibiscus. Bright, tart flavor. I love that tart when you put it with honey, so you have that sweet and tart together. And then the rubies, as Sister Jeanette says, naturally caffeine free, rich in antioxidant polyphenols, gentle on the digestion, and it adds also a natural sweetness. The next ingredient, rose hips, naturally high in vitamin C. It supports normal collagen formation, which we really need for our skin. Bright, fruity flavor with the rose hips. Nettle leaf is mineral rich. It provides silica, iron, magnesium, and calcium. It's traditionally used to support healthy skin and hair. The calendula, traditionally used to support healthy skin. It has a gentle floral note, and it's rich in carotenoids and flavonoids. Next is lemon peel. Lemon peel has just a bright citrus aroma. It adds bioflavonoids, and it's just really refreshing. Lemon is always so refreshing. It's always a refreshing addition to any tea. Ginger supports healthy circulation, of course. It's warming, and it also aids in digestion. Rose petals, elegant floral aroma, rich in antioxidants, and it supports the luxurious sensory experience. Last but not least, holy basil or tulsi. It's an adaptogenic herb. It's traditionally used to support the body's response to everyday stress, and it complements overall wellness. So the flavor profile of this tea, it's bright, it's fruity, it's floral, It's slightly tart. It has a naturally sweet finish, and it's refreshing both hot and iced. So you don't have to have it hot. As a matter of fact, it started out hot and now it's just room temperature, but it's still so delicious. And once again, I have to put my honey in there. I have to put that little sweetness from the honey in my tea. So how do you brew this tea? For the hot tea, it's 1 tablespoon of the loose tea to 8 ounces of near boiling water, and you steep for 8 to 10 minutes. For iced tea, you'll want to steep double strength and pour ice over it. And for an optional beauty boost, you can add one of the following after brewing. You can add fresh lemon slice, fresh orange slice, a teaspoon of raw honey, and or a few fresh mint leaves, just to kind of boost it. But as it is right now, it is so absolutely delicious, right? Sister Paula said I made dandelion diet tea. I always try on myself, and I do dandelion ginger. Praise the Most High. You'll call me. The water, sis. The water. All praises. So this tea is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, so always consult a qualified health professional before beginning any herbal regimen. Consult a healthcare professional if you are pregnant, nursing, taking medications, or under medical care. All right. So sisters, without further ado, it's showtime. That did take up quite a bit of our time there, didn't it? There was just so much to talk about. Anyhow, welcome back to Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, where we explore remedies for inner healing and outer beauty through wellness, herbal wisdom, and intentional self-care. I'm your hostess, YASHAYA, and tonight we're talking about something every single one of us carries, but not many of us fully understand. It's called melanin. Melanin. I know we hear about it all the time, that's a word that's thrown out quite often, but how much do we really know about melanin? For generations, melanin has been celebrated, it's been misunderstood, it's been politicized, and even surrounded by myths. Yes, myths. But what does science actually say about melanin? Why were we created with melanin? Have you ever thought about that? What does it do? And how can we care for melanated skin so it remains healthy, radiant, and resilient? So let's pour our tea if we haven't already done so. And if you have, let's sip our tea and discover the magnificent gift of melanin. Because it is magnificent, right? So tonight, like I mentioned, we had my featured tea tonight is Melanin Majesty Glow Tea. Our featured product is the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience, which is designed to nourish melanated skin from the inside and outside through intentional self-care, because true radiance begins beneath the surface. So what is melanin? What is melanin? So many people think melanin simply determines skin color, and that's as far as it goes. Actually, melanin is a pigment that's produced by specialized cells called melanocytes. These remarkable cells produce tiny packets of pigment called melanosomes that are distributed throughout the skin. Think of melanin as your body's own natural sunscreen. Isn't that nice to know that your body has its own natural sunscreen? But it's also much more than that. Melanin is found in your skin, your hair, your eyes, your inner ear. Who knew that? Who knew that you have melanin in your inner ear? And even certain areas of your brain. Yeah, we're going to learn some things tonight about melanin. So it serves important protective functions throughout the body. So I want us to first dive into this article by healthline.com. And this article is Understanding the Benefits of Melanin. And what I'm going to do actually is drop a link to this article in the comment box, just so you all will have it for future reference. And, you know, just to follow along tonight with me on this. It's understanding says here, understanding the benefits of melanin. So does anyone need me to put the article up on the screen, or are you able to open the article and follow along with me? Let me know if anyone needs me to put this up on the screen, or can you follow along maybe on your laptop, or just listen in, while I read. So it says here, melanin, and once again, this is healthline.com, and the article is Understanding the Benefits of Melanin. It says melanin is the pigment that is responsible for our beautiful variety of skin tones and shades, eye colors, and hair colors. However, when we discuss melanin, that discussion rarely includes its actual biological benefits. Not only does melanin provide pigmentation for human skin, hair, and eyes, it also provides protection against the harmful effects of ultraviolet rays, UV rays. In this article, we'll dive into what melanin is, why melanin is so important for the skin, and how various factors can influence how much melanin you have. So what is melanin? Melanin is a type of complex pigment that, in humans, is responsible for producing the pigmentation in our hair, skin, and eyes. Although melanin is usually discussed as a single pigment, there are two types of melanin that contribute to pigmentation in the hair, skin, and eyes of humans and animals. The first is eumelanin. This pigment is associated with dark tones such as brown and black. Pheomelanin. This pigment is associated with alternate hues such as red and yellow. The third type of melanin, called neuromelanin, exists within the human brain and gives pigment to the structures in this area. Unlike eumelanin and pheomelanin, neuromelanin doesn't provide pigmentation for human features. Instead, this type of melanin has primarily been studied for its connection to Parkinson's disease. Interesting. Melanin production begins in large cells called melanocytes, which can be found all over the body. Melanocytes are responsible for producing organelles called melanosomes. These melanosomes are the site of synthesis for both eumelanin and pheomelanin, which is then distributed to a variety of cells such as keratinocytes, which are skin cells. Natural melanin levels are primarily decided by genetics, and generally determine one's hair, skin, and eye color. However, there are some other factors that can influence the production of melanin, such as exposure to UV light, inflammation, hormones, age, skin pigment disorders. So, what are the benefits of melanin? In addition to providing pigmentation in humans and animals, melanin also plays an important biological role by providing protection against damage from the from the sun. Another pop-up there. So let's first talk about protection against UV light. Melanin helps protect the cells of the epidermis, or the outer layer of the skin, from UV light. This protection extends to all forms of UV light, UVC, UVB, and UVA, as well as blue light. It does this by absorbing the UV light before it's able to damage the sensitive DNA of the skin cells. Then there's reactive oxygen species, ROS, scavenger. Melanin also demonstrates antioxidant activity by scavenging for reactive oxygen species produced via UV light damage. Without intervention from protective compounds like antioxidants, these ROS contribute to oxidative stress, which causes significant cellular damage. It's believed that there may be other mechanisms of action for melanin within the body, such as protection of the liver, intestines, and even the immune system. However, research on these potential benefits is scarce, so pigmentation and photoprotection remain the two primary benefits of melanin for humans. Question: do we all have the same amount of melanin? Despite the many variations in human skin, hair, and eye color, almost all human beings have roughly the same number of melanocytes. However, people with dark skin tones have melanosomes that are higher in number, larger in size, and more pigmented than those with light skin tones. Interestingly, these melanosomes also seem to display specific distribution patterns based on skin color. These differences all contribute to the whole variety of skin colors and tones in human beings. Another question: what happens if you don't have enough melanin? Genetics generally determine the amount of melanin in your hair, skin, and eyes, but there are two conditions that can happen when your body lacks melanin. Number one, vitiligo. Vitiligo is an autoimmune condition that occurs when the body doesn't produce enough melanocytes. This causes a lack of pigment that can appear as white patches on the skin or hair. Vitiligo affects between 1 and 2% of people around the world. Albinism. Albinism is a rare genetic condition that occurs when the body doesn't produce enough melanin. This may happen because of a reduced number of melanocytes or reduced melanin production from melanosomes. There are various types of albinism, but most cause a moderate to severe lack of pigment in the skin, hair, and eyes. Are there ways that you can increase the amount of melanin you have? While it's true that melanin production in the skin can be increased by tannin, it's important to remember the biological function of melanin and why tannin can be dangerous. During sun exposure, harmful UV rays from the sun penetrates through the skin and begin to damage the DNA in the skin cells. In response to this cellular damage, the body attempts to produce more melanin to protect the cells. This increase in melanin production is what creates the signature tan on the skin. However, once the skin begins to tan, This is an indication that cellular damage has already occurred. Why am I purple? We're talking about melanin, and suddenly I'm purple. What is going on tonight? I am just going to sip some of this this glow tea. Okay, I am just going to. I can't even think right now. Just suddenly, I turned purple again. We have not had this happen in how long? Sisters, bear with me. I am going to attempt to reset this. Give me just a minute. I can't make this stuff up. Give me just a second. Let me try to reset and see if we can come back. 1 second, sisters. Voila. Can you all see me again? Can you see me? Let me make sure that I'm visible on your end. Please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up if you can see me. I'm waiting because I'm looking on my end here to see what you see. Yes, I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Thumbs up. Awesome. We can't make this stuff up. We just can't make this stuff up. So where was I? It says, however, once the skin begins to tan, this is an indication that cellular damage has already occurred. So for my lighter skinned sisters out there, once you begin to tan, it's an indication that cellular damage has already occurred, right? The amount of melanin produced through tanning, whether from the sun or any other UV light exposure, isn't enough to protect the skin cells from further damage. Over time, the cellular damage can potentially lead to skin cancer. Outside of tannin, there have been some reports that suggest certain vitamin or herbal supplements can increase melanin levels in the skin. Some of the more commonly recommended supplements are antioxidants, such as vitamin A and vitamin E. However, these kinds of claims are mostly based on anecdotal evidence, and there's little scientific research to back them up. And as a matter of fact, I have another article that goes into that claim. We're going to talk about that in a minute, whether that is true or not. So the bottom line, melanin is a type of pigment that gives color to the hair, skin, and eyes in humans and animals. In addition to providing pigmentation for the cells, melanin also absorbs harmful UV rays and protects against cellular damage from UV light exposure. Melanin levels are generally determined by genetics, but they can be influenced by outside sources, such as sun exposure, hormones, or even age. And that's the scoop on melanin thus far. But isn't it just amazing that melanin is considered a natural sunscreen? Isn't that just amazing? Look at the Most High, right? Because he knew we were going to be out there in that sun picking cotton. He absolutely knew that. So he loaded us up. He loaded us up with melanin to protect us from the UV rays of the sun. How amazing is that? Sister Habkarad says, oh my goodness, sis. What was that about? What was oh my goodness, sis? Talk to me, Sister Habkarad. What happened there? What happened there? And then I get a yay. And so, should we be wearing sunscreen? We're going to talk about that in a minute. Sister Paula says it's all good, beautiful as ever. So it's a natural sunscreen. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute, Sister Keita. But I mean, the Most High knew that we would need that extra protection from the sun, because we were going to be spending years outside picking cotton and doing everything else out there in the hot sun. So he loaded us up. So in a nutshell, there are 3 types of melanin. So let's once again briefly break them down. The eumelanin, this is the brown to black pigment. It provides the greatest protection from ultraviolet radiation. So people with darker skin generally produce more eumelanin, and that's spelled eumelanin. Eumelanin. So the next melanin is pheomelanin, and so this pigment is yellow to reddish. It contributes to red hair, freckles, and lighter complexion. Sister Habkara said the purple. Yeah, the purple. The purple just stepped in. It wanted to show its melanin as well. It wanted to show purple melanin, I guess. It provides much less protection from UV rays, and that's the pheomelanin. Once again, pheomelanin is yellow to reddish. It contributes to red hair, freckles, and lighter complexions, and it provides much less protection from UV rays. Then the third is neuromelanin. This form exists in part of the brain. Researchers believe it may help protect neurons by binding excess metals and reducing oxidative stress, although scientists continue to study its exact role. So the 5 amazing benefits of melanin. Number 1, it protects against UV damage. Every day the sun exposes our skin to ultraviolet radiation. Too much UV light damages DNA. Melanin absorbs much of that harmful radiation before it can injure skin cells. So that doesn't mean that darker skin can't burn. It absolutely can. But higher eumelanin levels provide greater natural protection. Number 2, melanin is an antioxidant. Who knew that? Melanin also helps neutralize free radicals. Free radicals contribute to premature aging, inflammation, cellular damage. This antioxidant activity helps preserve healthier skin over time. Number 3, it helps to slow visible aging. One reason melanated skin often appears youthful longer is because melanin helps reduce some of the UV damage that breaks down collagen and elastin. That doesn't stop aging, of course, but it may delay many visible signs associated with sun exposure. Number 4, it protects the eyes. Melanin inside the eye absorbs excess light. This helps reduce glare while protecting delicate tissues involved in vision. And number 5, it supports other body systems. Melanin is also present in the inner ear and certain brain structures. researchers continue studying its possible role in hearing, health, and neurological protection. So, in answer to your question, Sister Keita, does more melanin mean we don't need sunscreen, or do we need sunscreen? What is the deal there? So according to studies, scientific studies, this is one of the biggest misconceptions, that having more melanin means that you don't need sunscreen. So melanated skin can still, of course, experience sunburn, still experience sun cancer, sun damage, and also hyperpigmentation. We notice hyperpigmentation, especially when we have scars, when people with acne scars, or even a cut, a scratch. Sometimes when it heals, it leaves a scar behind, right? Because of the melanin. So although darker skin has greater natural protection, for some people, I'm going to say, sunscreen remains important. Protecting your skin today protects your future skin. I personally, and this is just myself, I do not use sunscreen. But there are others that may find it useful. I encourage everyone to do their own research and decide what is best for you. Reason being, I'm not one that spends plenty of time out in the sun on a regular basis. So for someone who's out in the sun, whether it's for your profession or whether you just like being out there, we used to call it sunbathing or what have you. If you spend a lot of time out in the sun, maybe that's something that you'll want to consider. Plus, I have not been able to find a natural sunscreen. All of the sunscreens out there that I've seen have a lot of chemicals in them. So learning that, my melanin is a natural sunscreen, that gives me even more confidence in that I need to be able to go about my business, go about my day, walk out and not fear the sun, because there are just so many other benefits that we get from the sun. And block it, for most of us, we're in the house or indoors, I would say 90%, 80 to 90% of the time. So you're already screening yourself from the sun. When I go out into the sun, I want to experience the benefits of the sun, right? Especially for those of us darker skinned that suffer from low vitamin D levels. We need the sun. So for myself, I look at the benefits that I get from the sun, from the time that I am out there, because I spend too much time indoors being screened from the sun to go outside and do the same thing. So that's my take on it. I personally do not use sunscreen. So interestingly, melanated skin has unique strengths and also unique challenges, right? So many women experience post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So whenever there's an inflammation, some women will get, darkened areas of their skin, especially for people who deal with eczema. Whenever you see someone that has eczema, a dark-skinned person, you're going to not only see the dry, patchy areas, but usually that area is also, it's rough and it's also very dark. So a lot of us experience that when we have skin rashes or anything that causes inflammation. Also, dark marks after acne. Some of us also experience uneven skin tones. And of course, the inflammation after irritation. So often it's not the blemish that lasts, it's the pigment that is left behind. That's why common inflammation is one of the most important parts of skincare. You really want to address any type of inflammation, skin rashes or anything like that early on, so that it because the longer you have that inflammation, the more damage that's going to happen, and it's more difficult to treat. So healthy skin begins with healthy habits. So we need to start caring for melanated skin naturally. Focus on hydration, drinking adequate water. Focus on antioxidant-rich foods, colorful fruits, leafy greens, herbal teas. Also, as we talked about earlier, the gentle exfoliation, especially your face. Your face needs, the exfoliation needs to be so gentle. And, the Melanin Majesty facial scrub is so good. It is so gentle. It really is gentle, and it just leaves your skin feeling so amazing. I can't say enough about it, but let's move on. So I want you to, when you're exfoliating, avoid harsh scrubs, because that can cause unnecessary inflammation as well. Moisturizing, must moisturize. A healthy skin barrier helps to reduce irritation and dryness, especially for those, if you're someone that struggles with eczema, you really need to have, your skin needs to be moisturized all the time, because that moisturizing helps to prevent the breakout, right? Because most people will get a rash if you get a rash and you scratch, but with eczema, it is the opposite. You'll usually have itchy areas first before the rash even breaks out. And that's why it's coined as the itch that rashes, not the rash that itches. So if your skin is moisturized and you don't allow your skin to just get dry and flaky and itchy, you can really cut back on your eczema flares. The other thing is, for some people, you may decide that you want sun protection, especially if you're spending 90%, well, I wouldn't say 90%, but a high percentage of your day out in the sun. That's a whole different story. So you need to evaluate the benefits versus the risk of the sun protection. And also, if you choose sunscreens, please, please, please read that label and research everything that is in that sunscreen, so you will know exactly what you are putting on your skin, because you really want the benefits of that sunscreen to outweigh the risk of that sunscreen. You don't want to exchange. You don't want to say, oh, well, I don't want to get sun cancer from the sun exposure, but then you end up getting something from from the sunscreen that you're using, and some chemical that's in there. So please weigh it out. So some of the foods that support healthy skin, the nutrients are vitamin C, vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, selenium, polyphenols, carotenoids, and we talked about those earlier, getting your colorful fruits, your berries, you're getting lemons and melons and your leafy green vegetables, and your herbal teas that have so much nutrients in your herbal teas, right? So these nutrients support collagen production, antioxidant defenses, and skin repair. So there are so many claims out there, many claims online about melanin possessing extraordinary or supernatural properties. So while melanin is indeed, it is really remarkable, as we now know, if we didn't know before, current scientific evidence supports its role in pigmentation, in UV protection, antioxidant activity, and tissue health. Its true biology is truly fascinating enough without adding claims that research has not confirmed. So there are numerous myths surrounding melanin, often attributing it with supernatural properties that lack scientific backing. And some of these myths include cosmic energy transmission. Who has heard about that? That melanin, some people claim that or suggest that melanin can transmit cosmic energy or connect individuals to spiritual realms, which is not supported, of course, by credible science, or it's definitely not biblical, right? But that's a whole other story. Some myths also say that melanin has psychic abilities. So there are assertions that higher melanin levels grant psychic powers or enhanced mental capabilities. And, according to the studies, this is a notion that is largely considered pseudoscientific. And the other myth is superconductive properties. So the idea that melanin acts as a superconductor, converting light or sound into biological energy, according to scientific studies, has been debunked by research. So these myths often stem, they say, from cultural narratives rather than scientific evidence, leading to misconceptions about melanin's role and significance in human biology. So while melanin is indeed, it is really remarkable. We already know that. Current scientific evidence supports its role, once again, in the pigmentation, UV protection, antioxidant activity, and tissue health. Its true biology is really fascinating enough without adding these claims that research has not confirmed. So in my 2 cents, and this is just my 2 cents, right? I do believe that melanin is the fountain of youth. That's just my belief. I really believe that. And that's just my opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I do believe that is my fountain of youth. So I'm going to stick to that. It's my story, and I believe that, and that's what I'm sticking to. What do y'all think about that? So one of the things that were brought out earlier, one of the misconception, deception, or whatever we may want to call it, is that you can purchase and consume melanin through supplements. So I looked that up. I was like, well, what kind of supplements out there that, that can mimic melanin? So I did this article is through Science Insights, and it says here, is there a melanin supplement? The real answer. And this is the answer. You cannot buy a true melanin supplement. Duh. No kidding. No pill contains melanin in a form your body can absorb or used to darken your skin or hair. And no such product has been approved by the FDA. What you'll find on shelves are supplements containing ingredients that play a supporting role in melanin production, like the amino acid L-tyrosine, certain B vitamins, and copper. These work upstream of melanin itself, providing raw materials your body already uses in the pigment making process. Whether taking extra amounts of these precursors actually changes your visible pigmentation is a different question. And the honest answer is this: the evidence is thin. So why you can't just take melanin in a pill? Melanin is a large, complex polymer, not a simple molecule your gut can break down and shuttle to your skin cells. Your body manufactures it on site inside specialized cells called melanocytes, like we talked about earlier, that sit in the outer layer of your skin and in hair follicles. These cells produce melanin through a chain of chemical reactions, starting with the amino acid L-tyrosine. An enzyme called tyrosinase converts L-tyrosine into immediate compounds that eventually become melanin granules. These granules then spread into surrounding skin or hair cells, giving them color. Swallowing melanin extracted from, say, fungi or squid ink, who would want to do that, doesn't feed into this pathway. Edible fungi are a real source of natural melanin. Researchers have cataloged it in wood, air, mushrooms, reishi, and other species. But eating these foods have never been shown to change the skin or hair pigmentation in humans. One research group even noted that fungal melanin's most promising application was as a raw material for natural hair dye applied externally, not taken internally. So what does melanin supplements actually contain? Most products marketed for melanin support contain one or more of the following ingredients: L-tyrosine, the amino acid that kicks off melanin synthesis. It's the starting material that tyrosinase acts on, making it the rate-limiting first step in the entire pigment pathway. You already get L-tyrosine from protein-rich foods like chicken, fish, eggs, dairy, and soy. Supplement doses typically range from 500 to 2,000 milligrams per day, but no clinical trial have demonstrated that oral L-tyrosine supplements increase visible skin or hair pigmentation in healthy people. Copper. This mineral is a required cofactor for tyrosinase. Without copper, tyrosinase can't function properly. Lab studies on cells have shown that adding copper boosts both tyrosinase activity and pigment production. But these are test tube findings. Most adults already meet their copper needs through foods such as shellfish, nuts, seeds, whole grains. And copper toxicity from oversupplementation is a real risk, causing nausea, liver damage, and worse. PABA, P-A-B-A, which is para-aminobenzoic acid, a compound once popular in sunscreens that has been used in small studies for vitiligo, a condition involving patchy loss of skin color. At least one case reported documented a young woman who took PABA orally for vitiligo and developed kidney failure and fever. It is not widely recommended for pigmentation purposes. Catalase, an enzyme that breaks down hydrogen peroxide in the body. As you age, catalase activity declines, hydrogen peroxide builds up, and melanin production in the hair follicles drops. That's one mechanism behind graying hair. Some supplements include catalase with the idea of reversing this process, but there's currently no clinical evidence that oral catalase supplements prevent or reverse gray hair. So this article goes on and on and on. So we're just going to get to the bottom line. The bottom line on melanin supplements. The supplements you'll find marketed for melanin, and there's plenty out there, sisters. There's plenty. I was doing the research and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's all these supplements. So people really buying this stuff. So it says here, the supplements you'll find marketed for melanin support contains real biological precursors or cofactors, but the leap from involved in the melanin pathway to will visibly change your skin or hair color has not been supported by clinical evidence in humans. Your body tightly regulates pigmentation through genetics and UV signaling, and no pill has been shown to meaningfully override that system. If you're concerned about pigmentation changes, whether too much or too little, that's a conversation best had with a dermatologist who can identify the underlying cause and recommend treatments with actual evidence behind them. And so the bottom line is, no, these supplements are not going to change your skin color. It's a waste of money. So isn't that something? People are actually selling that stuff. So understanding the science allows us to appreciate melanin for what it truly is, right? It's a beautifully designed part of human biology. This is the most highest, magnificent creation. That's it. No man can replicate that in a laboratory. It's not going to happen. That being said, if you're looking to care for melanated skin intentionally, again, our featured product tonight is the Melanin Majesty Radiance Experience. 4 products that work synergistically to care for melanated skin from the inside out. Created especially for melanated skin, this collection focuses on gentle cleansing, antioxidant-rich botanicals, deep nourishment, healthy hydration, supporting an even, radiant complexion. Because skincare shouldn't change who you are. It should help your skin thrive exactly as it was created. So here's a disclaimer. Melanin Majesty Glow Tea does not increase melanin. There is no evidence that an herbal tea can do that. This tea is formulated to support the systems that contribute to healthy, radiant skin, antioxidant defense, collagen production, healthy circulation, hydration, and a balanced inflammatory response. And for more information on how to care for melanated skin in the summer months especially, check out our previous video. This video is titled Summer Skin Care for Melanated Skin. Glow from the inside out while protecting your temple. And that's in our video library on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So sisters, thank you for joining me on another episode of Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment box. And if today's conversation encouraged or informed you, please like this video right now. If you haven't already given me that thumbs up, please do that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share it with someone who would enjoy learning more about the incredible gift of melanin, because it really is an incredible gift. It really is. So this channel is not monetized, but if you find the information that is presented on this channel to be useful and valuable to you, please feel free to give a donation to the cause. Nothing is too small or large. Shebrew Royalty LLC and Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty are labors of love and appreciation. So what I present on this channel and create and provide on Shebrew Royalty LLC is just it's really is a labor of love. It really is a labor of love, and I just love doing what I do. So, but the best way to support us is by visiting shebrewroyalty.com and purchasing one of our all organic skincare products from either our Temple Treasures collection, which is made for the queens, or our Hebrew Royalty collection, specifically crafted for our kings. Don't forget our Royal Teas collection, and now our apothecary. Please go to the apothecary on a weekly basis and check it out, because like I said, I am building the apothecary to address certain issues that we deal with. So if you haven't experienced our products, please check out our reviews page on shebrewroyalty.com and check out what our customers are saying. And if you've purchased any of our products and you haven't yet left a review, please run right over to the site and write a review. So let's continue to grow this channel so that the information can reach Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, and even those that are not Shebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. And Sister Kita, you said, thank you. Have a blessed week, ladies. The water says, Ayandabar, blessings to you as well. You have a blessed week also. So thank you, sisters, the water again for joining me on another episode of Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. Althea said, have a wonderful and blessed week. You as well, sis, you as well. So if you found this episode helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who would benefit from this information. And know that I am praying for you. I'm praying for us. Blessings to you, Sister Habkarad. Blessings to you. Have a blessed week, sis. So until the Most High brings us back together, may you prosper and be in excellent health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. So good night, sisters. Until next time, continue walking in wellness, embracing intentional self-care, and remembering that true beauty begins with a healthy temple. Let's keep our temples healthy. And remember, you are royalty because you were created by the King of Kings, and his blood runs through your veins. Sister Didi, Shalom, sis. Shalom. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. The water for dropping in and saying Shalom. Yes, sisters, you were created by the King of Kings, and his blood runs through your temple, runs through your veins, through your entire temple, right? So Habatha, I love you all. And if it's the Most High's will, I will see you next week. Same tea time, same tea channel. Good night. Shalom. Peace. Blessings. Love y'all. Ahabatha. Ahabatha. Shalom, sisters. The water, Sister Didi. The water. All praises to the Most High. Have a blessed week, y'all. Have a blessed week. Shalom.